Good morning. Here I am out at the woodpile again. I wanted to be out here a little earlier to see a really nice sunrise. It happened just a few minutes ago, but maybe it'll brighten up again. The sunrise down there by Button Butte that I get to see from my house. I just wanted to give you another week in review. And this week was fairly busy. You know, at the Woodpile Talk today, it's the week of 11 through 17 January. And on Monday the 12th, I had a meeting down in Billings with other legislators regarding legislative races coming up, who has a race against them, who's being primaried, and maybe a general, and just discuss who's who and see who we're going to support or not support. That's the political side of this business. I don't like the politics of it, but unfortunately that is the reality. And on Tuesday, January 13th, we had a Republican Central Committee meeting in Lewistown where we discussed the Lincoln Reagan dinner coming up, and on Sunday, March 29th at the Yogo Inn. Just to let you know, you can come to that. Please do, to hear your local candidates. And the tickets are $40 each per individual, or you can sponsor a table of 8 for $320. Again, that's at the Yogo Inn on the Sunday, March 29th at the Yogo. On Wednesday, January 14th, I had my second homeschool class. I'm doing homeschool classes for both homeschool groups in Lewistown this year. On Wednesday, I teach the Constitution to the group that meets at the Harvest Church in Lewistown near Fergus High. And then on Thursday, I teach the group that meets at the Central Baptist Church. And those classes are really fun. We get to talk. The students are really engaged. They discuss things, and they actually know quite a bit because I've been there. This is the second year in a row for one school and the third year in a row for another. And the ACE, on that night, I went to the ACES meeting in Winnett at the Petroleum County Community Center, and I just got to meet a lot of constituents at House District 37. You know, Petroleum County, I was informed they now have more than 498 people. They're above 500, and they got about a 61 cow to the person ratio, so about 30,000 cattle in that county. On Thursday, January 15th, again, the homeschool class up at Central Baptist. I was also on a Sound Money podcast that is hosted by Rick Todd and the other folks at Northwest Liberty News. It's an opportunity to learn about what's going on in the financial sector. And what's thrilling, and if you have a lot of silver, but I think it's actually bad news, bad omen myself, that silver is around $100 an ounce now. Less than a year ago, it was about 30, 35. Silver's rising fast. There's reasons for that, and I'm trying to learn what that reason is. So when we get up to legislative session next January, a year from now, if we have some issues regarding that, be educated on it. And yesterday, Friday the 16th, we went to our church and installed some kitchen overhead cabinets. Thankfully, I have access to a friend of mine who's a professional cabinet installer. That's what they do, him and his wife down in Billings. He came up, and it took us less than 3 hours. Now, me and Sam, it would have taken us quite a while longer than that. You know, speaking of that, on Sundays, we attend the Community Christian Fellowship in Grass Range at 10:30, and you're certainly welcome to come. And after each service, we sit down and have a meal together to talk about what's going on. Well, what was going on in our life last Sunday is we had a horse that was plugged up, and I had an opportunity to bring the horse to town, thinking I was going to take him into the vet. I had some pointers given to me by the folks there who know a lot more about horses than I do. And, you know, a horse is good now. Who knew that a good rough ride on a county road in a horse trailer would help a horse jiggle things loose? Well, it did. Saturday, January 17th, today, I have a meeting with a local constituent regarding water rights issues that they're having. And because a neighbor up the creek is trying to change the water right use and change the use of that water, and it's going to affect downstream people. So we're going to try to figure that out. In the meantime, during the week at the ranch, we had very successful late season elk hunters out there. And they ended up getting 4 elk on their last day there, and 6 total. They got one on the very first day they were there within 20 minutes. A couple days later, they got a calf, and then 4 on the last day. So the elk hunting is going good out at the ranch. Last but certainly not least, This is election season. I intend and I am going to run for House District 37 representative to continue to be the representative for House District 37, which is all of Petroleum County, most of Fergus County minus Moore and Denton. Please don't hesitate to give me a call to discuss what's on your mind. Plus, I'd really like to get in front of groups to introduce myself to them. So if you know of any, you'd like to groups those two, that's a group. Bigger groups are good too. My number is 406-217-6107. Again, that's 406-217-6107. If I don't answer, please don't get discouraged. Leave a message with your name and phone number, and I will get back to you. So until next time, remember, live well, don't just exist. And oh, by the way, right now is the right time to do the right thing.